What's up guys, welcome back to another video with me. Today we're gonna go through one of the rooms of TryHackMe. In this case, it's gonna be the Warzone room. You guys already know the dynamic. I'm gonna do the room, try to do it live. If I have struggle, I'm gonna look for help. But the idea is to do a nice walkthrough with explanation and like a real world scenario. So I have nothing else to say and let's start, brother. First thing we're gonna do, let's start our machine, prepare our environment. I already started, just split the screen. Let's go to our first task. It says, you work as a tier 1 security analyst, level 1. If you don't know, there are different levels for security analysts. Can be level 1, level 2, level 3, depending on the experience you have and the expertise. So in this case, we're a level 1 analyst for a managed security service provider, MSSP. Today, you're tasked with monitoring network alerts. A few minutes into your shift, you get your first network case, potentially bad traffic and malware command and control activity detected. You race against the clock starts. Inspect the PCAP file and retrieve the artifacts to confirm this alert is a true positive. So basically, we're doing duty of a SOC analyst level 1. We just need to verify if it is a true positive or a false positive. So we have our tools, Brim, NetworkMiner, and Wireshark. We have those tools incorporated already in our virtual machine. It says deploy the machine attached to this task. We already did that. Split screen. Okay, done. That's done. So let's start with the first question. What was the alert signature for malware command and control activity detected? Let's go our hint, Brim. That's good. Brim is one of the tools that we're gonna use. Let's go to our tool folder and open Brim. I also have my note here from Wireshark and from the Brim room. If you haven't done this, it's strongly recommended to go and do that. You can also follow my walkthrough, but for now, we're just gonna do it this way. So we're gonna use, it doesn't say what file we need to use. Okay, that's interesting. But let's see what we find here. Let's see our desktop. So we have tools, we have home, and we have zone 1 PCAP. So this is our packet capture file. I assume that's the file that we're gonna work with. Let's just give it a try. Cybersecurity is just miss and assert. In cybersecurity, sometimes you miss, sometimes you get the right answer, but you won't know if you don't try. So let's give this a try. Someone pick a file, open. It actually says, what was the alert signature for malware command and control activity detected? So in Brim, once you go through the Brim room, you know that there are some filters here. There are here some alerts typed by Suricata. Let's see what we can find here. Let's try this one. So we know that it says malware command and control activity detected. That's good because we need malware command and control activity detected. Now we need the alert signature. So what is the alert signature for this? Okay, we have our filter here. Event type alert, command by alert. So this filter basically is giving us the command by alert. So it says, tell me how many alerts we have for each alert and then sort them. That is what it's doing. We need to know the alert signature. Okay, let me check my notes. Because for alert signature, okay, let's keep this filter. Event type alert, pipe, and then let's use okay, no, because we already know the alert. We know the alert category. That's malware command and control activity detected. Let's keep that filter. Alert, that category, and then our category would be malware command and control activity detected. Okay, with that, we are supposed to get all the alerts that match this category. Malware command and control activity detected. Starting here with this information, let's make this smaller. We can try to find the alert signature. So if you see here, we have like some columns and they have a title. So what I'm expecting is to find one of these ones that says alert signature. So protocols, alert signature. Told you. We're just gonna copy this. So this would be the alert signature for this type of alert. Good. Next question. What is the source IP? Enter. What is the source IP address? Enter your answer in the defined mode. What is the source IP address for what? Let's go back to the scenario. You're tasked with monitoring networks. You get your first network case, potentially bad traffic. Okay, so what is the IP address for bad traffic and malware command and control? Let's check here. So if we have this one, we already worked with this. What was the alert? So we get an alert from this. We need to know the source IP from the malware command and control activity detected. Same thing. Let's try to find a column that says IP source, probably. Let's check. Same filter. Okay. Source IP. This means that this kind of alert is coming from this source. So let's give it a try. I'm pretty sure this is the source, malicious IP. Okay. Okay. Something very important you need to take into account here. It says in the defined format. Something I use is CyberChef. Very useful tool. If you don't know about this, you should get it. And then you type here defined IP address. You add it. You type your IP address, copy and paste. And then here, let's make this bigger. You see the defined IP address 172, and then it defines that automatically for you. Same thing with URLs. Very useful tool. If we paste it here, submit, that's correct. So what IP address was the destination IP in the alert? Enter your answer in defined mode. Same thing, destination IP, very easy. This room is very intuitive, very easy so far, but let's see what we find later. Sometimes you find an easier room and then you get stuck in the middle of it, but like we don't know. Let's copy this one, defined mode, paste it, same thing. Good, we have our third answer. Still in VirusTotal, under community, what thread group is attributed to this IP address? To which IP address? I assume it's the first one, the source. So let's give it a try. Let's go to VirusTotal because this is what it's asking. VirusTotal, and then paste the IP, make this a little bigger. IP. It says that the IP is clean. OpenAI, hybrid, community. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so this is not the malicious IP. Because if you know, we just check that, looks clean, no flags. But if we copy this one and try it, hey, voila. So 11 vendors out of 94 flag this as malicious. Let's go to the community tab, and we need to find the thread group that is attributed to this IP address. So what like hacker group is using this IP address? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is something I like. They give you like hints, so you know what to look for. Sometimes it's really hard to know what the real answer is, but this can give you an idea of what you need. So we're looking for something that has like 5 characters. Let's see. Well, if you don't know, hacker groups, they can have like weird names. One of them can be this one, Mirror Blast. That can be it, right? But also they have these weird names that I need to do a little more research on that. I'm I'm sure they are related is because of the MITRE attack framework. I'm not pretty sure, but let's give this a try. This is the only short name I see. This is the thread group. And let's do a little research. Like, why not? Let's see what thread group is this. What thread group is? Okay. TA505 is financially motivated cybercriminal group that has been active since at least 2014. Okay. You remember what I told you? MITRE attack framework? Let's open this one. So they have other names too. One of them is called Hide0065, Spandex Tempest, Chimborazo. Well, that's interesting. But if you see, those are interesting names and they are all related to this, let's say, ID. Let's call it ID because I'm pretty sure this is not the name of the group. This is just like an ID that they give them. Anyway, I need to do more research on that. But you have an idea. Let's go back to the main focus of this video. What is the malware family? Okay, malware family, I'm pretty sure is this one, Mirror Blast. Let's copy it and then let's do a little research about what it is. Okay, yeah, it's good. What is Mirror Blast? Okay, according to HP, is a new malware campaign first observed at the end of September 2021. Okay, so it's not new. It's relatively new, but it started in 2021. Phishing emails, malicious Excel documents that target organizations, particularly in the financial sector. So it's just a malware campaign that targets financial sectors. Okay, all those facts are good to know because you never know in your day-to-day basis you're gonna find this. And if you're familiar with this, it's gonna be so much easier for you to identify the type of alert and what is actually happening. So let's do our next question. Do a search in VirusTotal for the domain from question 4. Question 4, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Domain from question 4. What was the majority file type listed under communicating files? Okay. Let me check. Do a search in VirusTotal for the domain from question 4. So question 4 is this, that is related to this IP. That being said, let's go back to our virus total tab. Let's see what we find. We need to find what was the majority file type listed under communicating files. Communicating files. Well, these are just the vendors that flag these as malicious. Some details: properties, certificates, ways, Google results. TryHackMe Warzone 1. That's what we're doing. That's fine. Nothing important. Relations, DNS, communicating file. That's what we need. Now we need the majority file type listed. Majority file type listed. Let's see, detection 60, 71, 73. Okay, I would say this one. 72 out of 73. Because this was 43 out of 73. And let's see. Let's give this a try. And if you see like Win32X, it's here many times. That's the type of file. And well, that's not what it is, because we need two words, if you see. Let's go back. Relations again. 62. Okay, I would say it's Windows installer. You know what Win32X does? If you don't know, I'll give you a quick answer. What is it? It's from the like services and tools of Windows system. It's like the main folder of Windows. If you delete that folder, you can basically fuck your computer. What does do? P file, which is a type of executable file used by Microsoft Windows operating system. As I told you, it is used by operating system, so don't mess with that, don't delete it. And it is used to run on Windows. So it's a good file, and it's a file that sometimes attackers use to hide stuff. So let's give this a try. Windows installer. Yeah. Next question. Inspect it. Sorry about that. Inspect the web traffic for the flag IP address. What is the user agent in the traffic? Inspect the web traffic for the flag IP address. I would say I'm pretty sure we can use this. Let's use this as filter. IP source and HTTP. Because if you know HTTP is web traffic. And we need the flag IP. And the flag IP was 172. Let's see. And we need to know the user agent. Are we gonna be able to find the user agent here? Suspicious user agent. Okay. For this question, I'd rather go to Wireshark. I'm pretty sure in Wireshark we can find the user agent way easier than in Brim. Bada bing, bada boom. Here's Wireshark. Let's open our file. Nope, not this one, not this one, this one. All right, so we're gonna use same filter HTTP. Oh, HTTP and IP dot source equals, let's do 172.1.16, sorry, 1.102. That's the IP address we had. Let's give it a try. User agent is usually in hypertext transfer protocol. Here it is. Here it is, my friend. That was very easy. Oh, it's not copying. Uh-oh. Oh. Value. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Is that the answer? I'm pretty sure that's the answer. And if not, we're gonna see. Let me check notes. Check notes. Okay. Okay. I know what's happening. I see it. Okay, that's how we can find the user agent. But if you don't know what's happening, let's take a look at the IPs. Here is the source 172.16.1.102. If you check the destination, it's not the same as the one we were checking here. If you check the ones that was alerted was 172.16.1.102 to 169.239. So we go back. You see, it doesn't match. This is 142 and we need 169, 185, 185, 182, 169 to 39. Yeah, it looks close. And then we verify is the same one. Okay, good. Let's investigate this packet. So if you go, this is how you find the packet. You go to hypertext transfer protocol, get, and then user agent. Here it is. Here it is, my friend. Here it is. Let's go. Let's go, brother. Let's go, brother. Yeah, that was my bad. I didn't catch this. I got too excited and I thought I had the answer, but I didn't, you know? And that's how it is. Sometimes you make mistakes. You gotta assume it. You gotta understand why. You gotta learn from it and keep going, bro. Keep going because that's life. Next question. Retrace the attack. There were retrace the attack. There were multiple IP addresses associated with this attack. What were two other IP addresses? Enter the IP address defined and in numerical order. Hmm. So, how do we know that? Let me think. Well, in this case, we have traffic from the source. This is the same source. We have web traffic from these two other IP addresses. Here you see we have this 169, 192, 185, and 142. But how do we know that they're associated with this attack? I would say virus total. Let's copy the IP. Let's copy stacks. Oh, okay. Time to use notes, bro. Okay. So we have, let's make this smaller. Let's get rid of this. Make this back. We have 142, 250, 74, 10, 185, 10, 68, 235, 185, 83, 96, 47, and we have 192, 36, 27, 92. So these IPs, we need to find something that correlates with this, with the information we have here. So you remember we have Mirror Blast, we have TA505, we have some files from Windows installer. So we need to find something that correlates with this. Let's open a different window and we're gonna try each of the IPs because that's how it is. So first IP, nothing crazy, loot safe, no flags. There's a star here. Second IP. Okay, this looks malicious. This looks good. I mean, good for us because we need to find something. This is not good. This is a bad IP. This is flagged by 10 vendors. So no good IP. No bueno, no bueno, my friend. And it's related to Mirror Blast. If you go back here, community tab, Mirror Blast. So this is one of the IPs that is malicious. Let's add a plus sign this. Let's put this one here. Let's try this one. Okay. These look malicious as well. Again, related to Mirror Blast as well. TA505. Weh, 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 weh. I don't know, bro. This can be part of our answer as well. And let's try this 192. Okay, this is black as well. Mirror Blast, same thing. Okay, we have 3 IPs, and this is asking us for, I think it's probably 3 IPs. So let's check. 185, 183, 96, 147. Well, there are 2. So between these 2, how do we know which one is? That's a really good question, bro. 185. This is flagged by 10 vendors and this is flagged by 11 vendors. Relations. Windows installer. Okay, so this is one of those questions that are tricky because if you notice, both IPs are marked as flag. And this is asking just for 2 IPs. So take a risk. We'll see. We'll see what we get. Let's try this one. And again, the fanged mode. So we need to use this one and then let's remove this, my friend, comma, and then let's use this one. This 192, I'm pretty sure is correct. And these ones, let's make this bigger. I don't know which one of these 2 is the right one, but I'm gonna try with the first one and then the second one. And you know, when you're doing like red teaming, that's how it is. You gotta try like one vulnerability, then another one. If it works, fine. And if it works, it's amazing. Like it just happened, bro. That's nice. It's nice. It's just, I feel good, bro. It makes me happy. Even though it's 12:10 a.m., so midnight, super happy. So we have 3 more questions to go. What were the file names of the downloaded files? Okay. How can we get this? I would say follow stream. We can do a follow stream. Or we can do, oh, oh. Remember we have another tool here. If you don't, I do. I do. And it is NetworkMiner. Oh, you see Cyber Chef. Okay, you can use a web version faster. NetworkMiner is what we're gonna use for our question. NetworkMiner, when I completed the room in this tool, I like it so much because it's amazing. It's like amazing how it extracts the information and how easy you can find what you need. So we just load the file. I just loaded the file. You just go to Files tab and voila. Here you have all the files that were found in this packet catcher. So let's see what we find. Mm, so we gotta find some, let's make this bigger. File names. And it says, well, this looks like CR. I'm pretty sure it's cert HTML file, but this is a document. And okay, I see two things here that are like relevant for me: HTML and doc files. Doc. That is the extension. The other ones are not relevant to me just because there are too many of them. Oh, and actually HTML. So for me, there's just one thing that is relevant here, and it'll be the doc extensions. Why? Because they are unique between all of them. There are just two. And it is asking for files. It says it's two. That's, I'm assuming it's two. We're gonna give it a try. So let's use this. Let's use this first file. Let me see. Um, yeah, let's use this filter first.msi, and then let's use 10 op d3r underscore dot msi. MSI extension. What does it do? MSI extension. Microsoft software installer. Yeah, pretty obvious. Microsoft installer. Package and deploy software on Windows operating system. Okay, that's good. Because, you know, they can embed some code, and then if you use that doc, it can maybe run code automatically. Next question, inspect the traffic for the first downloaded file from the previous questions. Two files will be saved. Two files will be saved to the same directory. What is the full file path of the directory and the name of the two files? So we need to inspect the traffic for this first file, filter.msi. Wireshark. Wireshark is my go-to. Okay, so pay attention. Here we see the second file. That's interesting. Very nice, we have that here. Let's see if we can find the other file, because this is a get. So this trying to get this file. And then let's see if we find the other one. Well, unfortunately, we don't see the other one so far. Um, let me see. Let me think. Um, let's filter. And let's do frame. Frame means like, yeah, like the frame that is in the packet. And it usually has text. And it usually has like clear text with the file name. Frame contains, and let's do the file name that is filter. And let's see. Okay, we have a TCP packet. We need to find the path of two files. Okay, here again, we're gonna try to find the answer. Not pretty sure where it is, but we're gonna give it a try. So, what was the name of our first file filter? The MSI. So between that file, there were two other files. Oh man, oh man. Let's see if we find something. So we can see bunch of dots, root entries, somewhere information. Okay, here we have something sauce that exe that can be something. I don't see anything so far. Okay, here's more. Something more interesting. Yeah, this is like gibberish, but once you get it, you know what to look for. So right now I'm looking for any extension that looks familiar to me. That's why I was like that dot exe that I saw as kind of sauce, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. Okay. Okay, let's do something easier. That exe. That's the one we found. Okay. Oh, oh, whoa. This is nice. If you notice the previous one, these ones were capitalized. Extensions are usually like lowercase. And this one, oh man, I lose it. I lose it again. Let's find it. Okay, we have here again. But I want you to see this one again. Arab.exe, and then if you notice here the same line, Arab.bin. Bin for binaries. But we need the file path. So remember, we have these two files. And then let me see. We need the file path for these two files. Let me see. Let's check Brim. And let's just tap file. Error. Error. Okay. I'm just gonna have to open Brim again. I messed it up. I'm sorry. My bad. But that's how it is. You learn, you miss, you make mistakes, brother. But now you know. So, not file. Let's try to find the file by the name. Okay, we got two. And then this is the file. Let's see if we can find the file path. Okay, let's do right click. Let's see if this can take us to Wireshark. Packets. Okay, so it shows the packet, and then just trying to think what we can do. Let's do follow TCP stream again, because this just shows us the packets, but it has all the packets. Do we need all the packets? No. This is not all the packets. This is just the ones for that file. Let's do a TCP stream again. Content. Okay, if you remember, the name of the file is arab.bin. That's the name of the first file. Let's see if we find the path. Okay, okay. Found it. Found it. So there's one. Program data as 001 arab.bin. And then let me copy this. And the other one was exe. Okay, no file, no path. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's the same path for both. So let me just copy that. All right. Yep. So what we did was, again, Brim, open the file, filter MSI. That's the name of the file with extension. Right click, click, and then here packets. Then it takes me to Wireshark. Follow TCP stream. And then we filter by one of the name of the files, arab.exe. You see here next to it, we have the file path with arab.bin. And if it is asking for the path, I'm pretty sure it's the same path for both. So that's how we found it. Now do the same and inspect the traffic from the second downloaded file. Two files will be saved to the same directory. What is the full path of the directory and the name of the two files? Oh man. So what is the name of the second file? It's this is the second file. Same thing. Oh, I forgot these lags. Oh, I'll just need to open a new Brim. It's okay. Let's open a new one. It's faster rather than waiting for it to load. Because it's a freaking. Not gonna say it. Not gonna say it. Let's close it. This is something you have to deal with, just troubleshooting your environment, your machines. Man, kind of frustrating because I knew what's gonna happen. Okay, let's give it a second. So now do the same and inspect the traffic from the second downloaded file. Two files will be saved to the same directory. Okay, just close Brim, reopen Brim. So we're gonna do this another way maybe. Um, no, let's not do filter. Let's do this one. This is the second file. Look for it. Okay. All right. We cannot find it in Brim. Let's go back to Wireshark, zone 1 PCAP. If you remember when we filter by HTTP requests, we saw the packet somewhere here with the name of the file. But you know what? Let's do something better. Frame contains, not filter, frame contains this. Oh no, man. These freaking machines is lagging again. Okay. Then OP D3R. Okay, we have this one. This is the file we had here. Look at this. And now it says that there are two files in there. We need the full path of the two files as well. Let's follow TCP stream again. And let's filter. Since we know the path of this one is in the C directory, let's just filter by C / here it is. I'm pretty sure this is a file path. And there's one called revolve. Is it? Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. This is one. And this is two. And no, it is not. Okay, I think this is the whole thing. Hint. Inspect streams. Yes, that's what I'm doing, bro. Rebel. You remember we saw this rebel somewhere else? Pretty sure this is one of it. This is one. And I'm pretty sure this is. Let's check this example. That are equal. Okay, I think it's this one. Hopefully. Yeah. Let's go. It's nice. That's nice. That was a fun room. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys are liking the videos. I really appreciate your support. Remember, hit that subscribe button. And that's all for now. Thank you for watching and have a good day, friends.